Welcome to the channel. I'm Ditman, the rat of all trades, and I just got back from Furry convention in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is my local furry convention. Well, not as local as the Chicago one because I'm a Chicago rat, but it's still really close to me, and I have attended every year nearly of its existence. Here's me at the very first Furry in 2014. I was probably like 4 months old then or something. Yeah, I should probably update my profile picture. Since the beginning, I have been hosting panels at Furry to spread my evil influence. And this year, I spread even further by joining staff. I joined programming, which is in charge of like everything. Now, I only joined like 2 months before the con, so most of the stuff was already done. But soon, I will rule the entire convention! There were many interesting details about being a staff member, most of which I can't really talk about. But one thing is we were in a new hotel, so that was crazy, and we had hardly any time at all to actually prepare the con. We were like, our time was like cut in half. We put on a convention in like 4 months, basically. Next year, I'm really excited to see what the regular speed process is instead of the double speed process. Let's talk more about what I was doing, though, because I had a couple panels, starting with Learn Stuff with Ditman. I've got the blurb here. Here's what it says. Learn Stuff with Ditman. This isn't one panel in an hour, it's 12. The rat of all trades has a huge variety of trade secrets to divulge, but never enough time for them all. Still, you're guaranteed to learn 12 things ranging from fursuiting to music to puzzles to who knows what else. Not interested in the current topic? Wait 5 minutes. So yeah, that was 12 panels in an hour, sort of. I actually got stingy and only did 10 panels and 6 minutes for each. But I found out that it is really hard for me to talk and give a presentation for a full hour. There's something about me, my physique, my voice, whatever, that's just harder than if I were a human or something. For a few reasons, including that, I am going to re-record these panels one at a time and post them on... I'm posting 3 of them on YouTube, and then the other 7 I'm posting exclusively on Ratreon for paying members. That's ratreon.com/ratofalltrades. By the time this video shows up on YouTube, you'll be 24 hours away from the first mini panel going up on YouTube. And like I said, you'll get 3 of them day after day. The other panel I submitted was a concert, which I've done several times at Furry before. Ratmos in concert. But this year, we decided to do it differently. We decided to do it in concert blocks instead of just everybody getting a whole hour. We'd like squish everyone in, and we had a concert block every day on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And for the most part, that went really well. It was such a good idea that I'm glad I had that idea. Definitely my idea and not somebody else like Pepper Coyote. I was in charge of that, definitely. We got to hear so many great musicians, including our guests of honor, Cosmic and Rhubarb the Bear, who performed Oni the Runaway Circus Bear, which is a rock opera, and that was great. If you missed out on that, you missed out, okay? It was good. So a Runaway Bear kind of reminded me of my Runaway Lab Rat days, except I definitely did not go back to the lab ever. I made my own lab. But yeah, 3 days of live music. I was stage manager for 1 day, although I prefer the term stage emperor, and I performed the other 2 days. AV recorded everything that we did on the main stage those days, and I've got access to those files, but I am unsure at the moment if I am going to release my performances. I mean, that might not be up to me. They might just release all the performances, so then mine's up there anyway. But That's the thing that I wasn't proud of this time was my own performance. I was way busier than usual before the con, so I got a lot less practice time in. And then when I actually got on stage, I felt like I played even worse than in practicing. So, I don't know. Maybe AV can fix it in post. Yeah. I'm gonna have them fix all my wrong notes in post before they upload it. And there's one more main topic to talk about. And it comes back to me being on staff. I created a whole new thing at First Squared called the Soapbox. That was me. That one was all me. I plan to do this in future years, although I may change the name. The word soapbox is meant to fit with our year's theme, which was World of Innovation. When I first heard of that, I was thinking something like, oh, a World's Fair where you've got like a whole huge room with everybody on booths and stuff showing off their inventions and cool ideas and lecturing you about the neon light or something. Unfortunately, that would have been really hard to pull off, especially 2 months before the con. So instead, we just made one booth, and that anybody could sign up for and use whenever they want to talk about neon lights. Other conventions, furry and otherwise, have had similar places usually called jam zones, for musicians to hang out and play stuff. I tried to advertise the Soapbox as being for people other than musicians, but honestly, I think only musicians used it this year. And that's not a bad thing, because it was a success. I saw the Soapbox being used dozens of times, and there was over 20 people who signed up for a spot. I am very excited to continue the Soapbox next year and leave my mark on First Squared. I might rename it, though, depending on what the theme is. And we'll see if it ends up being a musicians only sort of thing or not. But yes, this is my imprint on the con. Just the start of it, rather. So, those were all the big things that happened during my convention. Next year, I plan to host Rodent World Domination, Rodent Meet and Greet panel. So that'll be next year, and I might even do other stuff too. But I am excited for next year at First Squared, and I want to see all of you fuzzies there in Milwaukee too. That's all I have for today. Squeak out!